League of Women Voters, Tyler, Smith County. In 1950, as a result of outreach from the League of Women Voters of Texas, then headquartered in Dallas, a group of Tyler women was convened to form a provisional local league. By the next year, they received official recognition as the fully accredited League of Women Voters of Tyler, Texas, an inaugural part of the national and state leagues. Mrs. Ella Mae Swinson was elected as the first president. Soon after the formation of the new league, members researched and published Mr. and Mrs. Citizen, Meet Tyler, Texas, an informative guide about Tyler and its government. For many years, members distributed copies to visitors and residents interested in learning about their local government. Members of the new LWV Tyler went to work right away as sworn volunteer deputy tax collectors, assisting with collection of Texas poll taxes. When the poll tax was abolished in 1966, they did not miss a beat, training and being sworn as volunteer deputy voter registrars, something members continue to do to this day. With passage of the 1954 Texas law granting women the right to serve on juries, League members undertook a series of educational projects, including a jury school with a mock trial to demonstrate the different roles of the court, the attorneys, the jurors, and published an informative pamphlet called Your Jury Service. Members then worked for the creation of a new domestic relations court to handle cases involving children in a juvenile shelter and detention home. In the mid-1960s, the Tyler League became racially integrated under the leadership of League President Chris Selman, and racial diversity has continued to strengthen the League. In 1960s, the League campaigned for voting machines. When Smith County purchased its first 15 machines, members trained first and then began teaching the public how to use them. League members compiled facts about public school needs in Tyler and published blueprints, bricks, and bond issues, outlining its findings about needs, cost, and trends for new schools, then supported a successful bond issued to finance new school construction. In 1970s, the Tyler League opened its membership to men. Smith County Commissioner Roy Stanley and Richard Schaefer were the League's first male members. Both were married to League members. After an in-depth study of the resources and services for the Tyler Public Library, members advocated for a bookmobile and improved library facilities and library services. The first bookmobile was purchased in 1974, and the current library facility opened in 1980. In the 1980s, the League began a 2-year investigation including public forums to present and discuss the safety and effectiveness of hazardous waste disposal in East Texas. Members joined a national 2-year study surveying the basic needs of people in Smith County, identifying who needed help, what kind of help was available, and the proper role of each level of government or the private sector in meeting those needs. The resulting League report, Meeting Basic Human Needs in Smith County, revealed serious problems and some of the underlying causes in 4 areas: food, shelter, basic income, and access to health care. In the 1990s, the Tyler League elected Ray Nolan as its first male president. During his presidency, after study and publication of a report comparing selection methods in the Tyler ISD with those of school boards across Texas and the nation, members adopted a position favoring single-member district selection of trustees, a likely influence on the subsequent adoption of such by Tyler TISD. The decade also saw the League successfully advocate to expand early voting in Smith County, and members trained on new touchscreen voting machines in order to provide similar training to voters. In the 2000s, in cooperation with Tyler Public Library and Tyler American Association of University Women, the Tyler League annually sponsors the Great Decision Foreign Policy Discussion Series at the Tyler Public Library, with historically high community participation. The League partners with the Daughters of the American Revolution to provide voting information and encourage new citizens to register to vote at each U.S. naturalization ceremony, generally occurring twice a year. On 2 separate occasions, members hosted 8 days of programs for international delegations of emerging leaders, from Russia to Kazakhstan, to provide them an overview of the relationships among the executive, legislative, and judicial branches of the government, the business and civic communities in government, and individual citizens in government. In 2007, members approved expansion of their geographic area to all of Smith County, an associated name change to LWV Tyler Smith County. Celebrating its 70th anniversary in 2021, LWV Tyler Smith County remains the preeminent nonpartisan, grassroots, public interest organization, and its members work tirelessly to inform and empower citizens through voter registration and get out the vote campaigns, hosting public candidate forums, and providing nonpartisan printed and electronic voter guides in which candidates can inform voters where they stand on issues affecting our community. The League's membership and board remains a committed and diverse multiracial core of women and men volunteers, who are a mix of veterans and newcomers to the League. Membership numbers have averaged at about 65 over the years, a relatively small number that surprises some people because of the League's excellent record of achievement and service. Currently, the LWV Tyler Smith County Board is led by its first African American co-president, Ruby Kendrick and Marilyn Wills. If it is true that what is past is prologue, League of Women Voters Tyler Smith County will continue to pursue its unique, nonpartisan mission to make democracy work for all citizens far into the future.